I've tried many different brownie recipes and this one is definitely the easiest and my favorite. Start by adding melted butter and sugar into a bowl and whisk until it's all combined. Then add in your eggs, egg yolk, vanilla, and whisk until there's no more lumps. Add in your choice of oil, cocoa powder, and switch to a spatula to stir it more gently. Then add in your flour, cornstarch, baking soda, and salt. Stir it gently with the spatula, and just before it's all combined, add in the chocolate chips. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees and grease an 8x8 pan. I add parchment paper just to make it easier, and pour in your batter. I baked mine for 40 minutes and let it cool before I cut into it. I'll have the recipe in the caption.
I'm posting a recipe every day for 100 days, and this is recipe number 76. My quick and easy homemade butter chicken. We start off by seasoning our cubed chicken thighs with seasonings and Greek yogurt, and cook in a large skillet until they're a golden brown color. Set aside and deglaze the pan with some butter, and add in lots of minced garlic and diced onions. Pour in some tomato sauce and a little white sugar, and now add the chicken back in along with some heavy cream. Once it starts to bubble and turn an orangey color, all that's left to do is add some freshly chopped parsley, and of course more butter because it's called butter chicken for a reason. This recipe is insanely delicious and so easy to make. Comment butter chicken and I'll send you the link to the full recipe. And I'll see you tomorrow for recipe 77.
Cheesy, creamy chicken taquitos. These are one of my favorite things on the entire planet, you guys. Let's get into this recipe. So I'm seasoning 3 chicken breasts with some Kinder's tequila lime and some salt and pepper. Once they're shredded and cooked, I'm gonna season them again, so I didn't put too much. I seared them on each side for about 7 minutes, and then I shredded them with a hand mixer. Then I added an old El Paso chicken taco seasoning packet. I love the flavor of those for some reason. And then I added some garlic powder, paprika, about a half a cup of sour cream. You don't have to add sour cream, but I like mine to be really creamy. I made some pico de gallo. I diced up some tomatoes. I gutted them, some red onion, jalapeno, cilantro. Then I added some lime juice and some salt. For my cheese sauce, I'm adding some butter and some evaporated milk to a pot. I added about 8 ounces of Colby Jack cheese and then 8 ounces of pepper jack. I did not use all 12 ounces of the milk. I used probably like 75% of the can. Just make sure that cheese sauce doesn't boil because it will get ruined and it will become clumpy, because that is exactly what I did. So try to keep it on a low heat. I rolled them up. I used corn tortillas and I added some mozzarella cheese. I fried them on a medium-high heat for a couple minutes on each side. Try this out, you guys. Let me know what you think.
I'm posting a recipe every day for 100 days, and this is recipe number 99. My 30-minute creamy garlic parmesan and chicken pasta. We start off by cooking our marinated chicken breasts and setting aside. We're gonna deglaze the pan with some butter and saute our minced garlic and onions until translucent. Don't forget the salt, and all that's left to do is add in the heavy cream along with our thickening flour mixture. And while we let the sauce thicken, we're gonna put our brahmi pasta to boil in salted water. This pasta has 4 times the protein and fiber of other pastas, and it tastes way better because it's made in Italy with real Italian wheat, making this dish not only delicious but packed with healthy plant proteins and fiber. You're gonna love how quick, tasty, and easy this pasta is to make. Comment recipe and I'll send you the link to the full recipe. Make sure to tag me and Brahmi if you try it out, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 100.
Here's how to make Kinder Bueno cookies with just 5 ingredients. Mix together softened butter, sugar and flour for the dough, then roll it into a ball. Flour your surface and your rolling pin so it doesn't stick, then roll it out. Cut out your cookies, then remove the excess to roll out again. Place on a cookie sheet, bake in the oven and let them cool. Melt Kinder chocolate in the microwave, stirring until smooth. Then spread hazelnut cream spread over your cookies, followed by the melted Kinder chocolate. Feel free to top with a chunk of Kinder Bueno, but this is optional so it doesn't count as an ingredient, okay? Enjoy!
Here's an easy late night snack that you can make in under 10 minutes. First things first, we're gonna grab our noodle of choice. I like using the Ditalani because it's smaller, more of a snack rather than a meal. I've poured it out into a bowl, which I'm gonna pour into my boiling water in just a second. I personally like adding a good amount of salt and giving it just a little stir to mix up the salt into the water. Okay, now that the water is boiling, I'm gonna pour in the noodles and I'm gonna let them sit there and get tender for about 8 to 10 minutes. When boiling noodles, make sure to stir so they don't get stuck at the bottom. Now to pour the noodles. Okay, then we're gonna pour our noodles into the bowl of choice. Add a little bit of butter. Just Then add your seasoning of choice. I'm gonna use pepper tonight. And then finally add some Parmesan cheese or whatever cheese you may prefer. I would like to give a shout out to my sister for making this every night, and then whenever I would steal a piece, it was so incredibly good. So she left, I just started making it, and it's actually so good.